Right, guys, one more video. It's like we gonna continue the explanation from the last movement. So before we use the traditional loop choke from the half guard, and now we're gonna use the same movement, but when the guy starts to spin out, it's very common in competition. Not very common in competition, I could say, but like it happens a couple times, so you should be prepared for that, because after the guy spin out, you should follow him until you get some kind of mount control, and then keep holding your loop choke set up and find the submission. So the submission, the loop choke, I told you before about the Brasileiros. It happened, so I found the loop choke and the guy spin out and just follow him and then finish the fight from that position. So half guard here. So a curious thing about this movement that we made at Brasileiros, so the guy was passing my guard from the top in the open guard, and I set up the loop choke, and when I got the loop choke, the guy spin it out. So it's gonna be pretty much the same. So we are here just remembering some frames, hand in the right spot, moving myself away, my opponent is getting closer. So what I do, I stretch my leg, drop him on that area I already created, and then wrap his head. Right now what I do, my hand, I should slide as more as I can. My wrist, I should keep my wrist bend straight and like turning my wrist like this. But now what happens, so sometimes if I have, it depends on which kind of opponent, but if I have my leg on the back, I can stuck a little my opponent's movement, but the only way to stop and avoid my opponent attempt to spin out is by having some close half guard, right? So I'm crossing my feet right here on the back, so I can stop him turn, because if he tries to turn right now, can he try to turn? So I can hold him, right? But normally, as I'm trying to finish the opponents by creating angles, like some guys turn, other guys just stay stopped until they tap. So in that scenario, we're gonna try stretch ourselves away, like posturing back. So Ty will roll a spin out. While he's spin out, the only thing I should do is about stretch my body together and get some half mount. Half mount, I mean, because you can't get some full mount like this. So normally you're going to step over everything. You can't spend too much time taking care about where you are stepping, how you're gonna get this half mount. The only thing you should do is about hold your choke, place your forehead on the mat to have a base, and then keep squeezing until he taps. So if you try to fall down, keep spinning, you're gonna lose the pressure, and the guy will posture up. So after you get the mount, you must keep yourself on the top, right? Because you have here a perfect choke. So, and some nice thing from that situation is that as your opponent is stuck in between your legs, you can adjust your hand if you want more and more. So if you see right here, I can't use my elbows too much, like to stretch and moving one up and another down, so I lose the pressure. So the main thing is about, if you see my hand is on my elbow. I should try to get my hand deeper on my lock and then squeeze my opponent. So remember about my wrist. In that position, my wrist here, if I keep my wrist flat on his neck, I don't have a pressure. So I should remember about turn my wrist to smash his neck and make a better choke. So we have here, So remember, we spin it out, so we are not starting from that position. So I have the choke. The idea is get the elbows closer to each other, turn the wrist, creating some tight situation on my opponent's neck, and then to finish the position, if I just try squeeze, the same rule, if I just try, are you good, man?
Yeah.
If I just try pinch my knees on my opponent's shoulder, it's gonna be very, very tough to finish the position. So I should make this mechanic about getting my hand deeper on my elbow, and then by bringing my elbow up, I can cut his whole neck. Boom. I will do that movement, is sliding my elbow up and then making tap. So I'm twisting my body until I get this submission. So I can't bring the elbow up, which is behind his head. So I will release the pressure and lose the choke. So I should bring this elbow. I have my hand on the collar because as my right in that can you turn like this? As my elbow in that position is working as a base for me, so this is the point I can't move. So my idea is about bringing my elbow up. But you're gonna feel that after you get this half amount, you don't need to be too worried about all the steps because you have the choke. So you just should get your hand deeper and then moving your elbow up like this. So you're gonna like destroy your opponent's neck. So normally the guys tap immediately when you get the mount. One more time. So here I got the full mount, but it depends on which way we roll it. So hand, wrist, it's too tight. It's just about nothing special. Very easy. So remember, as I said in the beginning, so this position is a trap submission, right? Sometimes you're gonna apply the loop choke, you're gonna get success, some other times you're gonna fail. But if you are using the right details I gave to you guys, you can increase your percentage of submissions. And also you're gonna see in a real life, in a living sparring, that if you get the loop choke, like the proper loop choke, even if the guy spin out, he will spin and tap because the position is tight. It's not like a triangle that your opponent, if right after you lock the triangle, so you have like a couple seconds until the guy taps, even if you are doing the right mechanics. So the guy can't escape, but the guy can still trying to escape from your position, like disturb your submission. But a loop choke, right after you get the right collar grip, the right elbows mechanic, the right body posture, so you're gonna get the sub pretty fast, like 1 second. You do the loop choke and the guy taps. So this is what I do in competition, and this movement is useful as well because like a couple guys usually spin out to try to escape, but after they get on the top, so the guys tap, right?